Racing fans, check out Sky Online. Access exciting and useful features, including free tips, ratings and early speed. There's the latest odds from all Australian TABs, plus loads more. Log on to www.skychannel.com.au and check it out now. If you don't want to miss a thing, keep your eye out for today's Racing Tonight. At Sky, we're making racing even better with a nightly review of all the day's thoroughbred racing. So if you missed out during the day, you can see it all on today's Racing Tonight on Sky Channel, Australia's complete racing network.
Good morning everyone, welcome to Racing Retro. Group racing yesterday in Sydney and Melbourne, a lot to review, and we're looking forward to presenting the show to you today. Unfortunately, Ron Dufficy can't be with us, but Ron will be back with us next week. I'm glad to say that though Richard Friedman is back with us. Where's your note?
Well, I've had a good break and I'm disappointed that Ronnie's chickened out, you know, first day back, but nevertheless, good on you, Ronnie. We'll see you back here soon.
Oh, yes.
Had a great break. Actually, I was in Japan and I saw Pop Rock and Delta Blues.
Oh, did you?
Yes, and I also saw Deep Impact, the great horse over there. So they were quite healthy and well, both those horses, when I was there, but subsequent to that, there's been an outbreak of equine influenza in Japan and they may not allow Japanese horses to travel to Australia, so we may not see them here for the Melbourne Cup, but it was very interesting. They looked in beautiful condition too.
They don't have any hairdressers in...
I apologise for the hair, but I'll do something about it this week. All right.
Sorry about that,
looks like I've had cranial surgery and I'm trying to cover something up.
All right.
Some people say I should have cranial surgery. There's nothing to work on.
You put your foot in it then. Now, let's say good morning to the boys in Melbourne. Alf and Andrew, gentlemen, hello.
Well, Richard's come back. He's stolen one of the leading stories of the morning with Japan, and then have a look at his hair.
Yeah.
Oh.
Had plenty of time to let it grow.
All right. I'll fix it up. I'll do something about it. All right.
What, have you run out of scissors in Sydney or something?
All right, I'm copying
Or are
it.
you just going to let it grow so you can actually raise some funds for a good cause and get it cut off?
Alf, when it comes to growing hair, you're probably not qualified.
Just on that Japan issue, one of their very talented horses, Mayshow Samson, was going to run in the Arc de Triomphe. It has been diagnosed with the horse flu in the last 24 hours. It was meant to leave on Tuesday, Wednesday. It won't be going now. There's been no total confirmation of that, but they won't let a horse travel out of Japan with this. And Racing Victoria officials, well, to say the least, it's still they go into quarantine in a fortnight, the Japan horses coming for the spring. A lot's going to happen this week, though. May develop into a big story.
And I've got another one for you to follow up, Andrew. There has been a bit of a rumour of an outbreak of viral abortion in the Hunter Valley as well, where all our great stallions and broodmares are at the moment, or most of them. So at this stage, I've got nothing confirmed, but it's strong male.
Gee.
And we're all going up there very shortly for Coolmore's Day that they put on. So we'll get the opportunity to check that out for you, Richard. But racing yesterday at Caulfield, absolutely fantastic meeting. You know, a lot of really good performances, mixed emotions. You know, without question, we can mention that. And also, I tell you what, some genuine flops too, and from some very, very good horses of last season that may not have really come up.
All right, a few question marks there.
Mailbox, if you want to send us some email, this is the way to do it. We can get it during the show. Feedback at skychannel.com.au through the website there. It's easy to do. Click on the program feedback icon. If you send a fax on 0294522222, that'll eventually get here in the slowest way is snail mail, and that's to the producer at Racing Retro at the address on your screen.
Do you get much of that?
What?
Snail mail?
Not anymore.
No.
It's all email.
All email. That's the world we're in, isn't it? There you go. Let's have a look at some racing now. This is the Group 2 Weight for Age Liston Stakes. at Caulfield. Many consider this a match in two between Marasco and Apache Cat.
One further back running 6, Pompey Ruler, 2 to centre fighter, followed by Blue Monday. Then Red Lord and Giro Valley last of all. 600 out on the list and coming to the turn. Live in Vain, a length and a half in front. Second Maldivian, a length further back, Apache Cat. He's easing out 3 deep. 2 to Marasco, given a crack with a whip by Harvey. Maybe better the inside, and then Pompey Ruler into the straight. Live in Vain leads. Here's Apache Cat. Maldivian there in the centre. 2 to Marasco. Then maybe better and Pompey Ruler. Apache Cat asked to lengthen down now, and he goes to Maldivian. 200 to go. Marasco coming through with a big run. Apache Cat laying out a little in front. Marasco getting to him on the inside. Apache Cat in front. Given a soft ride by Rod. Apache Cat. He wins a long head to Marasco. What a spring they're going to have.
Yeah, Apache Cat does it again and defeated Marasco with Maldivian third.
Well, Greg Urell, trainer of Apache Cat, had an absolutely rollercoaster ride yesterday. Took 2 horses to the races. They both won stakes races yesterday, but one might not be in his stable come Monday. So it's been a pretty tumultuous time for Greg, and he's on the line with us now, I think.
No, he's actually in the studio.
He's in the studio down in the south there. I didn't know. I thought he was on the line. Good morning, Greg.
Richard, how are you? No, just say, Richard, you're obviously looking at your monitor.
No, well, you weren't on the monitor at the time, but Greg, you're laughing now, but I suppose it was mixed emotions yesterday.
Oh, very, yeah. Hard to describe, Richard. You know, elated with the win and, yeah, very, very disappointed to lose the horse.
And I suppose, more importantly, Greg, you knew about all this prior to the running of the race.
Yeah, exactly, Alf. Yeah, it was difficult because, you know, as they did, the boys after the race spoke about, you know, what the future plans would be for the horse, and basically, if he still remains with me, that's exactly where he'll be going. But I don't think there'll be any change to the game plan with his new trainer.
Of course, we're talking about Shrewd Rhythm. We're not talking about Apache Cat. Shrewd Rhythm has been purchased by Lindsay Park and will go to David Hayes, I believe, if he passes the vet, Greg.
That's it, exactly, yeah. He's got to get vetted and...
And what's your view of the vet inspection? Do you think it's just a foregone conclusion?
Well, I think it would be, Alf, and even if it wasn't after yesterday's effort, I think I'd be taking it.
Now, Greg, let's get back to Apache Cat. How satisfying was that victory for you yesterday?
Oh, tremendous. It was another great thrill from him, and you know, the expectations of him going into these races, that he's been able to fulfil them for us, and you know, and probably beaten a couple of really, really top quality gallopers in the process. So full credit to him.
How do you rate him, Greg? Do you rate him a genuine Group 1 horse? You know, as an older horse. I know he won Group 1 as a 3-year-old, but as an older horse, is he genuine Group 1?
I believe he is. I think there's another one in him, absolutely. You know, Group 1, he's, you know, he can carry weight. He can virtually sort of make up his own game plan in a race, and he's got a lot of dimensions that, you know, he can race forward. He can take a sit like he did yesterday, you know, if the pace is right. And he handles any sort of ground, so he's very, very versatile in that regard.
Actually, and that's a big plus, being versatile. And, you know, we see a lot of these horses over the years that have little, I suppose, idiosyncrasies. This doesn't possess any. This goes as straight as a gun barrel. A lot of other horses tend to want to lay in, lay out, get back. Hey, he's foolproof.
Well, he is. He is bulletproof. I think the only little worry he gives me is in the barriers, and you know, I think it's just him just genuinely wanting to get on with the job.
Yeah.
Cox Plate, would he go that trip?
Look, we've been asked it many times, Richard. You know, it's a question that's probably in racing you never say never, but for him, I think he's at his most competitive best from a mile and under, and you know, and basically, you know, I wouldn't like to sort of break that scope that you know, I believe we should try and keep him to.
Some of the runs behind him, Marasco in particular was a very, very good run. Maldivian battled on well. Pompey Ruler was very good. He ran 4th. 5th was Blue Monday, the stayer, who may be a factor over longer distances and may be better. They all ran very, very well behind him. You would have seen their runs, Greg. How did you rate them?
Look, I thought Marasco's run was super run. Maldivian, he held on very well. Pompey Ruler, maybe better. I mean, there was, you know, you could take a lot out of the run, and you know, in the direction that a lot of those horses are heading,